Hey y'all, it's Thomas from Chrono24. If there's one factor that defines the watch market today, it's hype. Now that investment potential plays a larger role than ever in watch collecting, we're seeing all sides of the industry, buyers, sellers, brands, and media outlets focus on a handful of hot models. But of course, there are many great watches flying below the radar that deserve more credit than they get. So we at Chrono24 asked you to shout out watches that you think are the most underrated. There is a bit of irony in asking a large group of people what they think everyone else is missing, but we got some surprisingly diverse and well-considered submissions, so let's dive in. Have you ever heard of the Glashütte Original Pantograph? I had not until now, but I did some research and was pleasantly surprised. It's a fun watch from the capital of German watchmaking, featuring an asymmetrical dial layout, sharp details on the dial and hands, and an inventive chronograph totalizer that provides a bit of a left turn to what is otherwise a rather traditional looking watch. You could say German watchmaking in general is underrated, and Glashütte Original is a key example of that. Once you see this watch, it is a tough one to forget. We also saw some love from the community for Oris. The Swiss brand offers a range of styles and most fall below the $3,000 mark. The brand's 1970s inspired Chronoris and Aquis diver lines are favorites that the audience feels are particularly underrated. The build quality is higher than what you might expect for the price point, and Oris isn't afraid of color, which we see in their Oris Aquis Upcycle, for example. It's refreshing since many divers don't venture outside the standard black and blue options. For a bit of a lightning round, let's talk about IWC, JLC, and Longines. All three of these brands have a rich history of watches across a wide variety of categories, including divers, chronographs, dress watches, and pilot's watches. IWC is a brand that makes some of the best, most legible, no-nonsense pilot watches in the game. The crowd particularly likes their 3706 chronograph. Jaeger-LeCoultre, or JLC, has been dubbed the watchmaker of watchmakers for the sheer number of movements they've created in their history, many of which have been used in their competitors' watches. I've been a JLC fan for a while, and it's nice to see support for their Polaris and Master Control lines. Longines is a fantastic introduction to mechanical watches, and they've really hit their stride with their vintage-inspired watches that pull from the brand's rich archives. Key examples of this include the Spear Collection and the Aviation Big Eye chronograph. Finally, we saw several votes for Seiko and Grand Seiko. This is interesting to see because Seiko has long been the most recommended brand for their price point, and Grand Seiko has seen arguably the biggest surge in public opinion over the last few years. So even as the popularity of these brands grows and solidifies, many feel that their reputation still hasn't caught up to their value proposition. There we go. That is a quick look at some of the most underrated watches according to the community. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do we miss any favorites? We'll have more videos coming to the channel all the time, so stay tuned for those. I'm Thomas with Chrono24, and enjoy your watches.